Can an employment contract be terminated early by mutual agreement? In recent news, many are asking a pressing question. Can an employment contract be terminated early by mutual agreement? This topic has gained attention as workplaces adapt to changing circumstances. With the evolving job market, understanding the options available for ending contracts is essential for both employees and employers. So, what does mutual agreement mean in this context? Simply put, it means that both the employer and the employee agree to end the employment relationship before the original contract term is up. This agreement is recognized in labor and employment law and is a common practice to avoid disputes. When both parties decide to terminate the contract early, they must clearly consent to the terms. This agreement can be initiated by either the employer or the employee. However, it is vital that both sides are on the same page to avoid any misunderstandings down the line. If the employer proposes the termination, the employee may be entitled to severance pay. Employers often offer additional financial compensation to ensure the employee agrees to the separation. There is typically no mandatory limit on this amount, which can lead to negotiations. One of the key benefits of mutual agreement termination is that it avoids the need for unilateral termination procedures. This means there is no requirement for notice periods or grounds for dismissal, making the process smoother for both parties. It is important to document the agreement clearly. This helps prevent any future legal disputes that might arise from misunderstandings about the terms of the termination. A well-documented agreement can serve as protection for both the employer and the employee. In different parts of the world, the laws around mutual termination may vary. For example, in China, labor contracts can be terminated by mutual agreement at any time during the contract term. If the employer initiates the termination, severance pay is generally required, and additional compensation may be negotiated. In Ireland, changes to employment contracts, including termination, must also be mutually agreed upon. Employers cannot unilaterally terminate or change contract terms without the employee's consent. Proper notice and justification are necessary for ending contracts in other ways. Overall, terminating an employment contract early by mutual agreement is a lawful option, provided both parties consent and the terms are clearly set out. This approach helps avoid disputes and potential claims related to unfair dismissal or breach of contract. Employers and employees should ensure any mutual termination agreement is properly documented and complies with applicable labor laws.